My name is Myra Hutton. I'm 42 years old. 3 weeks ago, I sold my farm for $10.5 million. Then, on my husband's advice, I told my parents and sister I'd gone bankrupt. What they did next, within hours, proved something my husband suspected for 15 years. And what happened at my parents' anniversary dinner in front of 40 guests is why I'll never pick up the phone for them again. If this resonates, please like and subscribe. Drop your location in the comments. Let me take you back to that Tuesday morning in March. The attorney's office smells like old coffee and printer ink. I signed 14 times, transferring my 800 acres, supermarket contracts, packing facility, to Meridian Agricor. Marcus squeezes my hand. $10.5 million. 20 years ago, this was weed-choked clay my father handed me like a consolation prize. My sister Jocelyn got 60 acres near the highway. She sold them in a year for $180,000, spent it on a European tour. I got dirt nobody wanted. I taught myself soil chemistry, borrowed $40,000 at 9% interest, spent 3 winters in a trailer with no heat. Nobody helped. Nobody came. But they showed up later, when the money started coming in. "Congratulations, Mrs. Hutton," Douglas says. "You built something remarkable." Then lower. "Be careful who you tell." Marcus nods. On the drive home, he turns off the radio. "Before you tell anyone, hear me out." That night, Marcus shows me a yellow legal pad. $347,000. "That's what you've given your family in 15 years. Cash, paid bills, loans never returned. Last year, your mother called crying, $15,000 for a roof." 2 weeks later, cruise photos on Facebook. $8,000 for Brianna's tuition. Jocelyn posted a handbag that same week. When you broke your shoulder, nobody came. Your mother called asking for a car deposit. "If you tell them about $10.5 million, Marcus says, they'll be wonderful. You'll never know if it's real." "They're my parents." "I know, that's why this matters. Tell them you went bankrupt. Then wait. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize and drive you there myself." I look at the pad. 15 years. Not once does anyone ask how I'm doing. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize. I want to be wrong. Next morning, I find my father's number. I haven't called him directly in months. It's always my mother reaching out. Always when she needs something. That's when I see it. In a family group chat I didn't know existed. A thread between Jocelyn and my mother. Jocelyn, "Just cry on the phone. She always sends it." My mother, "I know. Next week I'll say the roof is leaking." I read it 3 times. This is coordinated, practiced. A system built around me not being able to say no when my mother cries. More messages. Jocelyn asking which story to use. My mother suggesting timing. Wait until after harvest. She'll have cash. 15 years. $347,000. And they had a playbook. My hands shake. I press my palms against my thighs until it stops. Something shifts. Not broken, rearranged. Marcus sees my face, sets his coffee down. I'm calling now. My mother picks up on the second ring. "Myra, I was just thinking about you." That warm voice, right before she asks. "Mom, I need to tell you something." Sandpaper throat. "The bank foreclosed. I sold everything to cover debt." Silence. Not a mother absorbing terrible news. Someone recalculating. "What do you mean? What about the money I asked for next month?" "I don't have any money, Mom." That long, irritated breath from childhood. "Let me talk to your father. I'll call back." She doesn't ask if I'm okay. The line goes dead. I call Jocelyn. "You're joking. Brianna's tuition is due." "I'm sorry, I really lost everything." "You always make everything about you." Click. Gone. Nobody asked if I'm okay, I tell Marcus. Then my phone buzzes. The family chat. My mother. "Myra lost everything. Bankrupt. I always said letting her run that farm alone was a mistake." Jocelyn. "I knew that place would fail. She should have gone to college." Todd. "Where does that leave Brianna's school?" My father. Silent. Present but grayed out. My mother in caps. "Nobody lend her a dime. She did this to herself." I screenshot everything. Need proof this is real. Next afternoon my mother calls. That careful tone. "Sweetheart, about the anniversary dinner next Saturday. What about it? We think maybe you should sit this one out. You're uninviting me." "Don't put it like that." Sigh. "You're going through a hard time. People will ask questions. I don't want the mood affected." She's not worried about me. She's worried my failure will stain her party. I understand, I say flat. We'll do something after, just family, just family. Hollow now. I'm going to that dinner, I tell Marcus. He studies my face, nods. I know. 2 days before, Jocelyn shows up unannounced. I see her through the window in those expensive boots. The ones from the month she couldn't afford Brianna's soccer cleats. She walks in without knocking. We need to talk. You say you're bankrupt. Fine. But you still have this house. Marcus and I own this house. Sell it. Give me my share. Your share? You got 60 acres, sold for $180,000. I got clay nobody wanted and built something. That's different. You didn't go to college. Marcus steps in. Jocelyn, she said no. Please leave. Family matter. You don't get a say. Myra is my family, and she said no. Jocelyn's jaw tightens. Mom and Dad think you're hiding money. They came to accuse. That evening, my father calls. Tired, worn down. Another chore. Jocelyn says you won't help. Dad, I told you I lost everything. Your mother is very upset. Dad, I'm bankrupt. And you're calling because Jocelyn is upset? Silence. You know how your mother gets. When I broke my shoulder, did you come? Quiet. Then click. No answer. Next morning at Patterson's Market, Nancy Feldman catches me. That head tilt when they've heard bad news. Your mother told me, I'm so sorry. She told you? Just that things have been tough. She's worried. She's distributing a story. 3 neighbors message by the time I'm home. She's told the whole town I went bankrupt from bad decisions. Not just abandoning me, making sure everyone else does too. Loretta Briggs shows up with cherry pie. She's 75, taught half the town. When she speaks, people listen because she's right. I've watched your mother borrow from you for 20 years, she says. Watched Jocelyn drive new cars while you patched your tractor with baling wire. I never said anything, it wasn't my place. She turns to me. But nobody can set your boundaries for you, sweetheart. That part is yours. Are you going to the dinner? Table 3, right up front. Whatever you decide, I'll be there. I believe her. Loretta never asked me for a thing. Thursday evening. Feeding chickens when my phone rings. Jocelyn, I almost don't answer. Hey, that soft voice I haven't heard in years. I was out of line. You're going through a hard time. I talked to Mom. You should come Saturday. Mom told me not to. That was wrong. Family is family. Too smooth, too rehearsed. Just don't bring up money stuff. Mom and Dad are stressed. I'll be there. I hang up. Something doesn't sit right. Marcus hears the story. Jocelyn is never kind without a reason. Saturday morning. Searching old emails when I find it. Forwarded from my father to my mother 6 months ago. Meridian Agricorp asking about my land. Specifically certified organic acreage with contracts. From Dad's friend at the assessor's office. Don thought you should know. Someone big is interested in Myra's land. My father passed it to my mother. No comment, no warning. 6 months ago, they knew someone wanted to buy my farm for millions. Said nothing. Kept asking for money. Kept the playbook running, because real wealth might mean I'd stop being their fund. I screenshot it. Get dressed. Dark blouse, good boots. Marcus in his navy coat. Let's go. 12 minutes to the Rosewood Grill. Fields flat and gray. Somewhere, my 800 acres being surveyed. What do you want to do? Just be there. Done pretending everything is fine. Loretta texts. I'm here. Table 3. Nancy and Barbara with me. We pull in. Through the window, white tablecloths, my mother laughing. Jocelyn by the microphone in something new. Whatever happens, I'm right beside you. Cold air, music through walls. We walk in. Sitting in that car, I thought about you. If you've been the one family calls only when they need something, and forgets when you need them, you're not crazy. Here's what happened when I walked through that door. 40 people, neighbors, church friends. Banner reads 40 years, Dawn and Patty. My mother sees me. Smile freezes half a second, then rearranges. Whispers to Jocelyn. I read her lips. I told you I invited her. Myra, you came. Wonderful. Stiff fingers on my back. Sit anywhere. Loretta, 2 tables over, catches my eye, nods. Small, steady. The room hums. People who watched me grow up, bought from my stand. Now they know I went bankrupt because my mother told them. Marcus squeezes my hand. Steady. Jocelyn taps the microphone. Room quiets. She catches Todd's eye. Something is coming. My mother takes the mic. 40 years. Can you believe it? Laughter. Applause. My father at the cake table, chin dipped. Dawn and I have been blessed. Beautiful home, wonderful friends, gestures. And 2 daughters. Turns to Jocelyn. Our firstborn, college educated, wonderful mother to our brilliant granddaughter. We couldn't be prouder. Jocelyn beams, glances at me, beat too late. And Myra, always a hard worker out in the fields. That's it. No business built, no 20 years of labor. Just hard worker out in the fields. Words for a mule. Marcus's hand tightens. Family means we stand together, my mother says, raising her glass. No matter what. Room echoes. I lift mine, smile, sip water. Loretta doesn't raise her glass, watching my mother with that look. When she hears a lie told with confidence. Jocelyn grabs the mic back, vibrating. While we're celebrating, Todd and I have a surprise. Pause. Room leans in. We just put a deposit on a house in Maple Ridge. Gasps. Applause. Maple Ridge. Nicest development. Stone facades. 3-car garages. You've arrived. My mother claps hands over mouth. Oh, Jocelyn. I watch. Jocelyn doesn't have that money. 3 months ago, she couldn't cover Brianna's tuition without my help. Now she's buying $400,000. Then she turns to me. And I want to say something to my little sister. Hand on heart. Myra, I know things are hard. When we move, you can rent our old house. Family discount. Room melts. Ohs. Someone dabs eyes. I sit still. This is why she invited me. Needed the bankrupt sister to make her announcement shine. I'm the shadow that makes her glow. The failure proving her success. Thank you, Jocelyn. Chalk on tongue. Marcus leans close. Now you know. 15 minutes later, Todd slides into the empty chair. Casual angle. Away from room. Hey Myra, got a second? Pulls out folded document. Slides it like a napkin. Standard consent form. Jocelyn needs both daughters' signatures to use your parents' house as collateral for our mortgage. Mom and Dad signed. I unfold it. First Prairie Lending. 14 Birch Lane as collateral. Fresh ink. My mother signed today. This is it. Real reason for invitation. They need my signature to finance a house they can't afford. Using my parents' home as bargaining chip. I look at Marcus. Still face. I pick up the document. Stand. Room quiets. Set it on table. Open. Letterhead visible. I'm not signing this. Jocelyn crosses in 4 steps. What? Why? This is Mom and Dad's house. I won't put it at risk. It's a formality, Myra. You invited me not to celebrate, but because you need my name on a loan document. Heads turn. Silence spreads. My mother pushes through. Don't make a scene, just help your sister. Last week you said not to come. My situation would ruin the mood. Now I'm here because Jocelyn needs a signature. Which is it, family or tool? Words land like stone. Bodies shift. Glances exchanged. This isn't a toast anymore. Jocelyn steps forward. You are always so selfish. My father stands. Chair scrapes. Myra, don't do this. Don't make your mother upset. I turn to him. This man who gave me worst land never visited what I built. Every time you say that, Dad, I lose more of myself. Barbara Jenkins sets glass down. What is going on? And Jocelyn snaps. Face goes furious red, climbing from neck. Do you have any idea what it's been like? Not to me, to the room. My whole life, all I hear is Myra's farm this, Myra's organic that. Every time someone mentions her name, I don't exist. My mother grabs her arm. Jocelyn, stop. Shakes it off. I'm the one with the degree, the oldest, and she just digs in the dirt. Everyone treats her like a hero. Frozen room. 40 people watching my sister unravel by the anniversary cake. She ignores Todd. Eyes locked on me. You were only special because you had money. Now you don't have anything, so what are you now? Absolute silence. Refrigerator hums. Fork drops like gunshot. Loretta rises. No raised voice needed. Jocelyn, you just told this room your sister only had value when she had money. Pause. Did you hear yourself? Jocelyn's mouth opens. Nothing. My mother points at me. This is your fault. You humiliate us. She didn't say a word, Patty. Loretta cuts clean. Your daughter asked one question. Your other daughter answered it. Room shifts. Eyes move from Loretta to my mother to me. I haven't spoken. Truth is already here. I stand. Push chair back gently, like closing a door I'll never open again. I'm not bankrupt. Room holds breath. I sold my farm to Meridian Agricorp 3 weeks ago. $10.5 million, signed in Douglas Whitfield's office. My mother's face goes white, blood gone, all at once. My husband asked me to say I lost everything, not to trick you, to see what you'd do. Pull out folded receipt, unfold on table. Marcus nods. In 24 hours, Mom, you uninvited me, said I'd ruin mood. Look at Jocelyn. You blocked my number, unblocked when you needed signature. Look at Father. You said nothing. Hold up phone. In family chat, Mom, nobody lend her a dime. She did this to herself. Nancy Feldman's hand covers mouth. Barbara leans forward. Loretta sits still, hands folded. Mother, strangled. You lied. I said I lost everything. You proved me right. Lost everything, just not money. Jocelyn sinks into chair. Todd heads for door. One more thing. Don't raise voice. Everyone listening anyway. Open email on phone. Turn toward Father. 6 months ago, your friend at assessor's office sent this. Meridian asking about my land. You forwarded to Mom. No comment. Knew someone wanted to buy my farm for millions. Never told me. Nancy and Barbara turn slowly to my mother. Loretta doesn't move. Why? Because if I sold and had real money, I might stop giving it to you. Might finally say no. Father stands, hands at sides. Doesn't deny, doesn't explain, just stands, smaller than ever. Mother recovers first, always does. We were protecting you from hasty decision, Myra. That's what parents do. From table 3, Loretta, Patty, everyone knows you've been borrowing from Myra for 20 years. Don't call that protection. Murmur through room. 40 people rearranging what they knew about Callahan family. Jocelyn stares at floor. Todd gone. Father sits, wordless. Fold receipt, slide into purse. No slam, no gesture, just put away, like grocery list. I didn't come for revenge. Came because Mom said this was about family. Wanted to believe her. Mother's lip trembles. Not guilt, rage. I know difference now, but this family has condition I never agreed to. I have to be useful. Write checks. Keep quiet when money disappears. When I have nothing left, I get uninvited. Straighten. Starting tonight, not giving this family another dollar. Not because angry, because I finally understand I can't buy what was never for sale. Turn to Loretta. Thank you for always seeing me. Eyes glisten. She nods. Marcus stands, buttons jacket, hand on my back. Walk to door. So quiet I hear footsteps on hardwood. Sound that used to terrify me, leaving, walking away. Not anymore. Nobody calls after us. Outside, cold and dark. Marcus opens my door. You okay? Lean back. 20-year coil in chest loosens one notch. For first time in 20 years? Yes. 48 hours later, phone lights up. Mother. Sweetheart, I'm sorry. Reacted badly. Can we talk? Jocelyn. I was wrong. Been under pressure. Let's get lunch. Father. 3 paragraphs. Sorry. 4 times. Proud. Twice. Words never used with me. Read them. Coffee going cold. Marcus works through invoice. Doesn't look up. When you had nothing, they disappeared in 24 hours. Now know you have $10.5 million. Back in 48. Sets pen down. Same people. Same speed. Different direction. Apologies polished. Careful wording. Designed to reopen door. Not sorry, but money still on other side. Don't reply. Open family chat. Type. I need time. Please don't contact me. Send. Mute. Set phone face down. Silence. First in weeks without knife in it. What do you need? Marcus asks. Nothing. Think that's whole point. Walking out. Felt something hadn't in 20 years. Own 2 feet on solid ground. If you're still watching, you know what I mean. Setting boundary isn't betrayal. It's survival. Without my signature, collateral falls through. First Prairie rejects mortgage in week. $40,000 Maple Ridge deposit. Borrowed on credit they couldn't afford. Gone. Non-refundable. But that's not worst. Todd finds credit card statement. Jocelyn took $25,000 cash advance for deposit. Never told him. Hidden behind minimum auto pays, hoping mortgage would close before he noticed. I hear from Loretta, from Nancy, from Barbara. In Millfield, information flows like water, downhill everywhere. Todd moves to guest room. Jocelyn pulls Brianna from Westfield Academy. Tuition from nowhere now. Brianna starts at Millfield Regional Monday, shell-shocked, feels sick about that. She did nothing wrong. Dinner becomes all anyone talks about. Not malicious, Millfield honest, not cruel. People talk when learn family they knew was facade of borrowed money and silence. Patty approached at church by Helen Watts. True, you told people not to help Myra? Mother doesn't answer. Picks up purse, leaves early. First time in 40 years nobody saves her seat. Week later, father knocks. Alone. No car, walked 3 miles in March. Canvas jacket, hardware store cap. Not here for money. Here because I owe you words. Marcus pours coffee, walks outside, closes door. Father wraps hands around mug, stares into it. Knew what your mother was doing. Knew what Jocelyn was doing. Watched them call you, cry, take your money every time. And you never stopped them. No. Voice cracks. Afraid of your mother. The fighting. Everything falling apart. Fell apart long ago, Dad, you just didn't look. Nods. Wipes eyes quick, embarrassed. Gave you bad land on purpose. Not because didn't love you. Thought you were strong enough to make something from nothing. And you did. Was too much coward to protect it. Love you, Dad. Can't go back to being remembered only when someone needs something. Understand. Finishes coffee, sets mug in sink, walks back into cold. Following Tuesday, Marcus and I sit with Catherine Oakes, trust attorney 2 counties over. Gray hair, glasses on chain, no nonsense like Loretta. Establish irrevocable trust. $10.5 million inside. Sole trustees and beneficiaries. No access for anyone else. Clean. Final. Door locking from one side. Catherine sends formal letters to mother, father, Jocelyn. All future financial requests will not be considered. Not punitive. Boundary. Mother calls office that day. Paralegal declines information. Tries twice more. Polite, then less polite. Third time. Nothing more I can share. Click. Jocelyn texts that night. 4 paragraphs, swerving between apology and accusation. I'm sorry, next to, you destroyed this family, ends. Hope you can live with what you've done. Read once, set down, don't reply. Marcus finds me on porch, blanket around me, watching light drain. Jocelyn says I destroyed family. Sits. Didn't destroy anything. Stopped rebuilding what they kept breaking. Sit until cold drives us in. First time in weeks, sleep through night. Millfield, 4,000 people. Secrets don't last. Stories from dinner circulate. Coffee shop, post office, church lot, bleachers. By month's end, version people believe because Loretta confirms it, close to true. Nancy calls Wednesday. Believed what your mother told me. Shouldn't have. 2 days later, Barbara sends card. No money. Just, proud of you. Your grandmother would be too. Goes on fridge. At First Baptist, Pastor David's sermon shifts. Doesn't name names. Speaks about loving someone and still saying no. Difference between generosity and being consumed. Mother sits back pew, arms crossed. Leaves before final hymn. Jocelyn and Todd cancel Maple Ridge officially. Brianna transfers to public school. Todd stays in guest room. Jocelyn's Instagram goes quiet. No more handbags, no more check-ins. Mother tries old narrative. Myra has all that money and won't help family. But ground shifted. People saw Loretta stand up. Heard Jocelyn say I was worth nothing without money. Performance doesn't hold. For 20 years, pitied or ignored. Now something quieter. Respect. Didn't ask. Just stopped pretending. 3 weeks after dinner, mother's last card. 11:47 p.m. Having chest pains. Might have to go to hospital. Thought you should know. Stare at screen. Marcus asleep beside me. Blue light on ceiling. One sharp moment. I'm 22 again. Trailer with no heat. Mother's voice my only warmth. Want to call. Drive over. Be good daughter who never says no. Then call Millfield County Hospital. Give her name. No patient by that name, ma'am. Sit in dark. Last move. Health scare. Guilt trip bypassing logic. Going straight to gut. Weapon of last resort for woman who spent 65 years learning which strings to pull. Type. Mom, if truly sick, I'll always help with medical care. Won't send cash. Will verify first. Delivered. Read. No reply. Nothing to reply to. Trap only works when you don't see it. Set phone down. Lie back. Hands don't shake. Chest doesn't tighten. Deeply tired but finished tired. Not given up tired. Sleep. Thursday. Envelope arrives. Hand addressed, rounded cursive of 14-year-old. Pale blue stationery. Brianna picked it out last year when I took her shopping. Dear Aunt Myra, don't understand everything. Nobody tells me full story. Think they don't want me to pick sides. Not picking sides. Just miss you. You always made me feel smart enough to do big things. Mom doesn't really say that. You do. Sorry for whatever Mom did. No, she's not always nice. Love, Brianna. Read 3 times. Fold carefully, press to chest. Cry. Cleaning kind. When someone sees you clearly, no agenda, no calculation, and says so in own handwriting. Write back. Dear Brianna, love you. Always be here. Need time with your mom, that's between us. None of this your fault. Don't let anyone tell you it is. Call Catherine Oakes. Set up restricted education fund. $50,000 in trust. Tuition and school expenses only. Jocelyn's name not on it. Brianna can use when time comes. Marcus reviews. Signs without hesitation. She's good kid. Best of them. 6 months later, close on 200 acres in Cedar County, 30 miles east. Not as flat or rich as before, but good land. Clay loam over limestone, spring-fed creek, rewards patience. Smaller operation, no supermarket contracts, no packing facility. 40 acres mixed vegetables, small orchard, roadside stand. Enough chickens for Loretta's eggs. Loretta drives out every Saturday with pie. Sits on our new porch. Marcus built it from old barn lumber. And we drink iced tea, talk about nothing. Sometimes brings Ruth from quilting class. Sometimes sit in silence, watching wind in young apple trees. Join support group in next town. Women who know what family ATM means. Every other Tuesday, Methodist church basement. No last names. Terrible coffee. Safest room I've been in. Jocelyn hasn't contacted me. Patty texts Mother's Day and Thanksgiving. Same tone. Thin blade in scripture. Praying for you daily, sweetheart. Don't respond. Father sends Christmas card. Handwritten. 3 sentences. Merry Christmas, Myra. Think about you. Love, Dad. No request. No guilt. Just words. Keep it. Put next to Barbara's note. Boundary holds. Quiet stays. Used to think quiet meant missing something. Now no. It's sound of life that belongs to me. Want to say this directly. For 15 years believed I was problem. Didn't give enough. Try hard enough. Love right enough. Every time Mother cried, thought my fault. Every cutting remark from Jocelyn, absorbed. Told myself that's family. They push buttons because they love you. Marcus saw different. Woman who worked 80-hour weeks in heat and cold to build something real, then handed pieces to people who never asked how she was doing. Said it because loved me enough to tell truth when nobody else would. Not telling this for pity. Telling because some of you sit where I sat. Phone full of messages from people who only reach out when they need something, wondering if crazy for feeling used. Not crazy, not selfish, not ungrateful. Setting boundary doesn't mean you stopped loving someone, means you started loving yourself. If your family treats you like bank account with heartbeat, that's their choice. You are allowed, entitled, to choose differently. I did. Cost me mother's approval, sister's presence, version of father I'll never get back. Gave me my life. Would make same choice tomorrow. Early morning, new farm. Fog low in orchard, curling around apple tree bases like something too perfect to hang on wall. By chicken coop with coffee, watching hens argue over clover. Air smells of wet grass, turned earth. Coop leans slightly left, Marcus rebuilt from salvaged wood. Joke it has character. Screen door creaks. Marcus crosses in socks. Own mug. Stands beside me. Don't talk. Don't need to. Phone buzzes. Pull it out. Brianna, Aunt Myra, got into STEM program. Full scholarship. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Real smile. Kind that starts in chest, spreads outward. Show Marcus. He reads, nods, smiles. Look at field. 200 acres. Smaller than before. No distribution contracts. No Meridian partnership. No name in farm journals. Just good land, well tended. Creek that owes nobody anything. Every acre mine. Not because father gave it. Not because someone decided I deserved it. Because I chose it. Earned it. Walked away from those who wanted to take it. Toward life I wanted to keep. My name is Myra Hutton. I'm 42 years old. For first time, don't owe anyone single thing. Not even explanation. Fog lifts. Sun comes through. Chickens settle. Good morning. That's my story. If felt like yours, glad you stayed. Drop comment. What boundary have you set? Or wish you could? Read every one. Remember, you are not ATM. You are someone's equal. Always.